Hi, I'm Bence, Ganti, co-founder and director of the Integral European Conference and the founder of the Hungarian Integral Academy and the Integral Flow Group Process.
And I'm John Dupuy, the author of Integral Recovery, a revolutionary approach to the treatment of addiction and alcoholism, and also the CEO of iAwake Technologies. And Bence and I are here to introduce and talk to you about an idea that we've been working on, a mission we've been working on for about a year and a half. It's called the Ken Wilber Gratitude Fund. And about a year and a half ago, we met the first time in Boulder, Colorado at an Integral event, and we had dinner. And Bence had seen Ken the day before, and he said, I was thinking that there should be some kind of fund to support Ken, because he's given us so much, and he's been struggling with his own health issues, and his kindness and goodness to us, and all he's given, everybody who's listening to this has probably been deeply affected, both personally, professionally, and every other way, by Ken's work. And he said, why couldn't we come together as a community and do something about that? And I had been finishing a biography of Winston Churchill the night before, and after World War II, a group of people got together and said, why can't we put a fund together to support Winston? Because in 1940, he rallied us. He did so much for the world to stop the Nazi onslaught from taking over Europe, if not the world. And at that moment, I said, we should do something like that with Ken. And then I met Bence, and he said that, and it just kind of sparked. And the next day I went and saw Ken, and I said, Ken, we were thinking that we'd like to do this thing and put it together because we really love you, brother. And when I said that, Ken teared up, and he said, that's the kindest thing anybody's ever said to me. And I was just like, So we've been working on it real hard, and we're the board of directors along with Lynn Feldman, who couldn't be here now, but we don't get any compensation other than karmic for this. And so for those of you who can give, you can give $1, you can give $5, you can give it $5 a month, or some of us are really struggling, and some of us are doing okay, and others are doing really well. So whatever your heart says, and we're not trying to convince you that you need to do this, but if this speaks to your heart and you feel moved to, please give, and we appreciate it, and Ken certainly will. And it's a way of saying thank you to Ken.
Yes, I also like to share some thoughts how it kind of ripened in me, this impulse. I see Ken as a voice for maybe not only this century, but maybe for 200 or 300 more years. He definitely will be a voice, and it's just more than one person for a decade of being a hip star of a thought movement. It's like it's for an age, for an era. And we consider with John, Ken Wilber, and with Lynn and the team as a world treasure, like a cultural world treasure heritage. And Ken's going to pass away, maybe in a couple of years or 1 or 2 decades. But we are thinking ahead in the future, and that when he passed away, he deserves the status of a world heritage in philosophy, psychology, psychospirituality. And what we haven't done yet, the integral community, is to express our selfless love and gratitude. Many of us have built our careers or lives on his work or using his work to some extent, and usually we are busy with how to put our work in the market, how to market ourselves, how to make what we do more visible. But let's let go all of that. Go behind the strategic careeristic self. Let's just settle in the heart space and feel the gratitude, the love. Because Ken Wilber lit up the hearts and transformed the lives through his works of tens or hundreds of thousands of people, or millions, we don't know exactly, internationally, throughout the world. And that's us. And here we are with this silently glowing love and gratitude in our heart space. So why don't we take that and kind of stream it back to him, like a loop, like a karmic loop completed. Stream it back in the form of a continuous stream of donation. And it shouldn't be big from your side. It might be $5 a month that everybody can afford. But if we do that together, we will give him the sense that the integral community, cares and supplies with love. It's not enough to say I love you or thank you. Action, will speak, and money as the dense form of energy. If there's a stream of that, that will have him feel the gratitude and love. And honestly, I don't know if he needs it or not. I don't know personally his financial position. I'm not doing this because I think he needs it and we have to help him. What I propose here is behind all kinds of mental considerations. It's a pure gratitude and love from heart, and that's the invitation. So you can check out this website and see how you can relate to that, and if you want to join us, the integral community, to stream back the gratitude that he deserves while he's alive.
Yeah, and the other thing, this fund is for Ken's personal support, taking care of him. It's not for integral projects or anything else. That is in the legal documents of setting this thing up. And Ken, it's very important in his mind that he's not finished with his work. He's just really getting to roll, and you'll see later in Ken's video, as he talks about, very moving video that he made for this, and he's still working, so we just need to support him and circle him with his love and caring, and know that we're very grateful and we're there for him.
So let's give back to the man who gave the world the integral vision, and let's set in motion the wheel of selfless giving in the integral international community as our spiritual practice.